the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. I'm here with Anthony Juice Young in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Miss Downey Promotions card. How you feeling today, champ?
I'm feeling good. You know, I can't complain.
Okay, well, a lot of people came here to see you fight tonight. Obviously, the crowd was very disappointed. You seem to be taking it pretty well. You know, they have gone through an entire training camp and, you know, for the fight to be called off. Is this something that, you know, has happened before, or just understand that this is just a part of the business?
No, it's definitely happened before. You know, this is not the first time a fight has fell through on me. So I'm not going to say I'm used to it or numb to it, but, you know, it's definitely a part of the business, and sometimes you just got to be willing to accept, I mean, things that's out of your control. You know, I have no control over everything. If I did, I'd be fighting. But I don't, so, you know, you just got to roll with it and keep it pushing. Don't let it discourage you. I'll be back in the gym on Monday.
Okay.
I wanted to go to the gym today. Today was a sparring day. I really wanted to go, but, you know, I know my body needed the rest. There was no reason to overtax it when I didn't have to.
Okay, you just had a long training camp, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, speaking of that training camp, who are some of the people that you work with in that training camp, Juice?
The list goes up. We got a slew of fighters in our stable. Tevin Farmer, who should be currently should be the IBF champion right now, but, you know, I feel like he got robbed. A lot of people felt like he got robbed, but, you know, it's boxing and he's not. But I believe he's getting ready to fight for it. So hopefully, you know, he get that decision next time around. But Stephen Ortiz, Christopher Diaz, Derek Cuevas, Victor Padilla. We got an amateur who hasn't turned pro yet, Diane Butt. You know, we just got a slew of talented fighters in our gym. So, you know, that's what I've been working with and honing my skills with. So when I do get back in the ring, I already know I'm going to be sharp.
Okay, well, you're looking to get back in June. We just heard the announcer call you up in the ring, you know, to let the crowd know, hey, you know, he's here, you know, which was a good look for you to come and still, you know, show the crowd some love and let them know, hey, you know, thanks for supporting me. I didn't fight tonight, you know. June, that's the next date, or is that just the date for Miss Downey Promotions?
That's the next date for Miss Downey Promotions. I'm looking to get in the ring ASAP, as soon as possible. Hopefully April, if not late May. It can't be late May because I'm fighting in June. So, but if anything in April or early May, then yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about a few fights. Anthony Joshua. How does this fight go with Parker?
Me personally, I'm not gonna say I'm biased, but I'm a real big Anthony Joshua fan. And I just don't see anybody in the heavyweight division beating him. I mean, I feel like he's got everything you need. I feel like he's beat the guy who reigned over the division for the last 10 years, Vladimir Klitschko. And I mean, not only did he beat him, he stopped him after getting dropped. I can't remember what round it was, but he was pretty much gassed. And for him to bite down and show that grit when he was, I believe he was dog tired, weathered the storm, and just brought it back and was able to finish it. And the way he took him out was just outstanding. I just feel like he has all the tools. You know, he's 6'6". He's basically a created player on a football game, and he's in a boxing ring, man. I mean, and he has, you know, he's very professional. I've never seen him really get out of character with anybody, regardless of what's being said to him. You know, I'm a real big Anthony Joshua fan, and I just think Parker's a good fighter. I don't take nothing away from a world champion. I just think Joshua may be too big, too strong, combinations, and just that size, man, and that pedigree. He's a gold medalist. It ain't like he don't know how to box. Like he's just out there just knocking people out because he's setting them up. And I mean, I just don't see Parker being able to deal with all that size, the size that alone, and then the skills and everything that come with it.
Okay. Now, Parker has said that he's going to chase Anthony Joshua around. He said he sees a lot of weaknesses. This is what this man said. He said he sees a lot of flaws, a lot of weaknesses, and he said he's going to chase him around. How does that work out for Parker? I mean, is he on to something? Is he on to something as far as giving Anthony Joshua a lot of pressure? Is he on to something?
I I don't believe. I seen Joshua fight. I mean Parker fight one time, and me personally, I wasn't that impressed. I thought he fought. I think it was, I believe, Andy Ruiz, who's like a 5'10", oversized 5'10" heavyweight, and I didn't think he won that fight. And Ruiz is, to me, not on the level as Joshua, and chasing Joshua around. I don't think I've ever seen Joshua go backwards in a fight, other than the Klitschko fight, and that was because he was dog tired. But you know, like I said, he weathered the storm and finished the job. So I don't know too much about Parker, but I think he may be biting a little more than he can chew right now. But we're gonna see. You know, it's boxing. One punch could change anything, and that's all it takes is one punch. But my money's on Joshua. I am a betting man. So if I was gonna bet, if anybody want to bet, I like Anthony Joshua against anybody.
Okay, now, yeah, this is the heavyweight division. You know, one punch can change a fight in any fight, no matter what division it is, but especially in the heavyweight division.
Especially.
How do you see the fight playing out? Do you see that it just being about Anthony Joshua's power, or is he just going to outbox Parker? How does that fight play out?
If Parker wants to, like you said, chase him, I think he's going to run into something.
Okay.
Because, like I said, Joshua can box. So he's not just a one-punch knockout. A lot of his knockouts were accumulation of punches. He's a good combination puncher. He reminds me, I don't know how everybody else feels, but to me, he reminds me of a 6'6" version of a young Mike Tyson. Might not be as quick, because Mike Tyson was blazing fast when he was in his prime and at that 18, 19, 21-year-old Mike Tyson. But that's what he reminds me of. He throws a lot of combinations and he works the body. Okay. So, I just think whatever Parker brings, Joshua's going to be ready for it, whether he wants to bang, which I don't think he wants to do. And if he stalks him, I think Joshua has the skills to keep him up off of him. Like I said, he's a gold medal. He ain't win the gold medal by accident.
Okay, man, you said against anybody. So we have to ask about Wilder. You know, first, give me your take on Ortiz and Wilder. You know, did Ortiz get extra time? Did Wilder convincingly beat Ortiz? And then we'll go into, you know, how does the fight play out between Joshua and Wilder?
The Wilder-Ortiz fight, man, that joint was crazy. Ortiz is very skilled, and he showed in that fight, you know, he was landing jabs and staying to the body. But, you know, Wilder has a devastating right hand. He wasn't really able to land it, but I personally think that Ortiz didn't make Wilder get off the line. So that right hand was always going to be a factor. It was just a matter of time when he landed it. And Ortiz kind of gassed a little bit, because even when he got dropped, the first thing you could just see it in his face how tired he was. He sat on his knees, and the first thing he did was spit out of his mouth like, all right, I'm not really hurt. I'm just tired, so I'm going to take my time on getting up. And, you know, he's 38, I believe about to be 39, defected from Cuba, so I think that played a part. But Wilder's tough, man, and he got hit with some big shots and didn't go down. And everybody be like, oh, you know, Wilder's chinny, but it's the heavyweight division. Anybody's going to be chinny. They get hit on a button, and he bit down, and he won. He came back and dug down, and like you said, he showed that he was a true champion and got Ortiz up out of there, which a lot of people didn't think he was going to do. I predicted that Wilder was going to win by knockout. I didn't see it going past the seventh, but, you know, Ortiz is a skilled fighter, and he made it past the seventh round, but the end conclusion was that he still got knocked out like I thought he was. But Wilder is a beast, very, very athletic. He's 6'7". That's one thing you can't teach in the heavyweight division is size and reach and power. And he has a great right hand. But, you know, if I got to pick between him and Joshua, I'm going with Joshua, because at the end of the day, I feel like skills pay the bills. And I think Joshua has more skills than Wilder, even though Wilder's a dog at the end of the day.
So how does the fight play out if you're talking about Joshua and Wilder? How does the fight play out based on what you've seen from the Joshua Klitschko fight and what you've seen from the Ortiz and Wilder fight? How do you think a fight like that will play out?
Fight like that will play out. I think Joshua has all the tools to beat Wilder. I feel like Wilder gets away with a lot of pulling straight back because he's so tall, and a lot of the fighters that he fights are shorter than him, and they can't reach his chin because this is when anybody time somebody throws an overhand right or left, he just pulls straight back and they can't touch him because he's so tall. When somebody's in your face who's looking at you eye to eye, I mean, I'm curious to see how he's going to be able to slip those punches. And I believe nobody punches as wild. I mean, Joshua was the biggest puncher in the heavyweight division. So I like to see how he was, if he was able to handle those punches on Joshua the way he was able to weather the storm against Ortiz. I feel like if Joshua gets him like that, he's going to get him up out of there. And the same thing can be said about Joshua. You know, they say, you know, Klitschko dropped him, but I feel like Klitschko is a very, very big puncher. He's another one that's 6'6". So, you know, I'm going with Joshua, and I think Joshua, if it goes 12 rounds, Joshua's going to win. But the only way I feel Wilder can win is if he knocks Joshua out, and I don't think he can knock him out.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.
The game, 'cause see the boxing voice.